This video is going to give you a brief tour of the pancreas, and this is an older pancreas that has a lot of fatty infiltration. And then we're going to go back to module 4, where you had a pancreas that was very normal, a surgical specimen that had to be removed, very well fixed. So let's go back to module 5 and let's pull up the pancreas that has a lot of fatty infiltration. So you can see the adipose tissue. By now you're experienced enough that from a very low magnification you should be seeing the little tiny lines between these specimens, and of course a little bit of enlargement is going to show you immediately that this is adipose tissue. And they're the adipocytes that you learned about quite a while ago. Now what's harder to find are the islets. Now I can see one here, I see another one here, and I see one here right on the edge. You see this? This is an islet, but I did find one that's fairly ideal for you at this magnification. And you can see the islet is composed of cords of cells, the beta cells, and different types of cells producing glucagon and insulin and other factors that you're learning about in lecture. But out here are the exocrine portion of the pancreas. These are the acinar cells. In the middle of an acinus is the beginning of the duct, the central acinar cells. So let's now go over to, well, I guess one more thing. Hopefully you recognize this is dense connective tissue that is forming a cuff around one of the ducts. This is a smaller duct joining a larger duct. And of course the very tiny ducts are the intercalated ducts. So let's go over to the module 4 lab. We got a really ideal pancreas. So when we open that one up, immediately you can spot the islets. Of course I outlined one there, but there's another one over here, another one here, another one here, and a few small ones down in here. But the difference here is quite dramatic, because everything is very well fixed, and you can see in the cells that you have the basophily reaction in the base of each acinar cell, and that's the location of the rough ER. And if you see and then you see the pink staining in the apical region of the acinar cells, and this is a pretty good example of an acinus here with the secretion granules and a central acinar cell in the middle of that. But you see on this one, the adipose tissue is actually outside the tissue of the pancreas, so that's just filling in between the lobules. But in the other specimen, it actually had infiltrated the gland. Actually, this is the beginning of that kind of infiltration. I'm not sure why the adipose tissue infiltrates, and I doubt if anybody really can explain that, but it is a fact. Okay, so let's go back to module 5, and I think we're just going to end this one because we're now going to start in on the testes, and we'll record I think we'll record the testes and the prostate in one video.